On Saturday, April 30th, live from MSG, the women of boxing will be celebrated in an undisputed bout between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano for the undisputed female world lightweight titles. Let's talk about it, as this is the Spence versus Crawford of women's boxing. Boxing fans can rejoice when it comes to women's boxing. The ladies of boxing have been providing stellar matches over the past couple of years that have seen titles not only change hands, but undisputed bouts be made, and the best quality of fights have been made amongst the women. They have taken a step into the spotlight and decided to give the best of what they have to offer, not only for their careers and legacies, but for the boxing fans, the supporters of the sport. This Saturday, April 30th, live from Madison Square Garden, we'll see this continue as Katie Taylor, who brings her multiple titles on the line against Amanda Serrano in a bout that sees the best of female lightweights come together and look to see who is the king or queen in this sense of their respective divisions and the sport. Taylor, who is coming into this as a fighter who has an Olympic background, she is the darling of Ireland and the UK, as she has bolted her way through boxing. She has given the best of what she has to offer, and the sport has treated her very well. She is definitely a daughter of the sport. As she comes into this bout against Serrano, there is a little bit of history here, as she has faced Serrano's sister in the past. And there might be a bit of a grudge underneath the surface, but each of these women have brought this fight to light based on their merits outside of what may be personal. They are just that good. Taylor is 35 years old, Serrano is 33. Taylor is an orthodox fighter, Serrano is a southpaw. Great contrasting here, as we are also seeing the contrast in styles and personalities. They both are 5'5", 5'5" for Katie, 5'5.5" for Amanda. Katie has a 66-inch reach, Serrano has a 65.5-inch reach. And they are championship caliber fighters. Katie, who's more of a combination puncher, she looks to wear her opponents down with activity and smothering offense. She's not afraid of contact. She'll get in there and mix it up with the best of them. She brings a record of 20-0 with 6 KOs into this bout. and over her last 5 opponents, she has fought the likes of Sharapova, Han, Jonas, Gutierrez, Persoon, and Leonardartu. Now, these opponents have all been great opponents for her. There were a swell of concern when she faced Daphne Persoon, because many people felt like Persoon in their first go-around had an opportunity to get that decision off of Katie, but in this second fight, she definitely stepped up the gas. Now, Jennifer Hahn also gave her a good fight, but in all of her past 5 fights, Katie has won by unanimous decision. Could there have been some home cooking? There have been some controversial conversations based on how Katie has pulled fights out. But one thing is for certain, she brings it as good as she can. And she's always in shape. She's always looking to go for the gusto. Just like the opponent and other champion in Amanda Serrano. They both are ranked #1 in the world. And Serrano, over her last 5 fights, it have seen her defeat the likes of Gutierrez, Mercado, Bermudez, Santana, and Da Silva. But this is the thing about Serrano. She gets people out of there, folks. She has a knockout punch, and she has the punch placement reminiscent of a female version of like an Earl Spence Jr. She really knows how to set down on her punches. She really knows how to set her opponent up with shots. She works the body very well. She brings combinations. She goes to the head. And when she's able to get her shots off with leverage and full balance, something exciting usually happens. This is what Serrano brings. And a championship caliber spirit that Serrano has, just like Katie. This may become a fight that, when skills go out the windows, a battle of wills. Who is willing to make the adjustments necessary to persevere? I don't think this is going to be a slug out, but there may be moments when they decide to sit down and see if they can push the other to the limit. But the person who's able to make the adjustment and fight from a point of advantage, that's going to be the winner. She who is heady is going to be the one. Now, can Serrano do this? Absolutely. But I do not believe she should just go in there looking to score the knockout. I think that she should box her way, save some of that power, and surprise Katie in the mid to later rounds. Don't go out there early just trying to show your stuff. Keep something in reserve. See what Katie is trying to do. But don't be behind in this. Be out front, and out front by boxing. Serrano can do that. She has to hold her patience. Katie, on the other hand, will have to come out there and do her thing that she normally does. But she's also going to have to pick her spots, because she may be aging a bit where her conditioning may be called into question, particularly due to Serrano's punching power. Body shots are going to really define what happens between these two ladies. Serrano can pull it out, but she's going to have to remain disciplined and stick to a strong game plan. All in all, I still believe that Katie Taylor may have an advantage here, even though she's not fighting in the UK. There is a strong show of support for the Latina from New York, and they will be there. But Katie has been in the Olympics. She knows what a hostile environment is like. She knows what a pro environment is like, as she has fought in the UK many times and defended her titles. But this is the type of fight, again, she who is heady is going to be victorious. I can't wait. This is going to be an exciting bout. Let me know what you think about it. This is Stormy B, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think about this, and are you anticipating this bout? Until the next time we meet, peace to everyone and be safe.